Hello all. Welcome to the session on structural equation modeling. Today we will be doing the structural model assessment. So the structural model basically help us in telling the relationship of all the constructs in the model with each other. So the first step that we go in measuring your structural model is to check the collinearity issue. And we all know that for the collinearity, we are going to check the variance inflation factor. And in this case, in your structural model, we are going to look into the inner VIF value. So let's go for calculating and then let's go for PLSM algorithm. Here, once you start calculating, once the outputs are generated, we will go for checking the collinearity statistics. In your collinearity statistics, we are going to look into the inner model. So here basically we can see that it is going to tell that the competency depends on the attraction, the CSOR, the performance and quality. And if you look into these values, these are in green, which means that it is less than 3. If the values are less than 3, which means that there is no collinearity. And if the values are greater than 3 but less than 5 also, there is a small issue of collinearity. But if it is greater than 5, then there is a major issue. Once we check into this collinearity, the next step is we also go for checking your R-square value. So now that is the significance and relevance also we will check, but we will just go for looking into your R-square value. So here what does your R-square says? Basically your R-square means that taken all the independent variable, how much variance is explained, and the R-square will come only for the dependent variable. If you see here, it has come only for the dependent variable, and basically the R-square should be greater than 0.30 for social science research. Now here in this case you can see that we are having 0.48, that's 48%. Here it is 0.35 and also you have 0.65 and 0.576. And what is this R square adjusted? Basically R square, there are certain flaws that is there in your R square. So hence we go for using your adjusted R square. And the difference between your R square and adjusted R square should not be greater. Further, once you look into your R square, the next step is we go for looking into your F square. It is nothing but the effect size. The F square actually tells us how much each independent variable makes difference in the R square. So here you can see that how much competency is having an impact on attractiveness. That's what we are going to see. If the value is 0.02 or greater to that, you tell it as weak effect size. If the value is 0.02 to 0.15, you say that the effect size is medium. And if it is 0.15 and above, you call it as there is a high effect. Once you see all these, the next step is we go for looking into the significance and the path value. So we go for bootstrapping. In your bootstrap, let's keep the subsample as 5000. The amount of results, let's keep it as complete. The confidence, we are going to take the bias corrected. And the test type, let's keep it as two-tailed. And the significance level is 0.05. And let's go for calculating this. Now here what do we do is we are going to check the path coefficient and also their significance level based on your hypothesis. Now we can say that the quality is having an impact on competency, or if your hypothesis is the competency has a significant impact on customer loyalty. So now what does this say? This is your path value as well as your significance. It says that the competency does not have any significant impact on customer loyalty because the p value is greater than 0.05. But if you're looking into the impact of likability on customer loyalty, you can say that this relationship is having a statistically significant impact. And now it is not just mentioning about your significant impact or if it is not significant. You should also mention the reason why it is coming as statistically significant. It's not just the statistics that you're going to report, but you should also be able to explain the reasons why is it coming as statistically significant from your own study. So this is all about your structural model assessment. We will all meet you in the next session, which we will be discussing about the multi-group analysis. Thank you.